Looks like we might be going right into some battles right here, though, with a fight over C-Cap. I thought, ooh, actually, that's kind of interesting. TSF is going to be pushing A-Cap as well as C-Cap, and it looks like they may be giving up B-Cap right away. So we might see some instant PvP, which is going to be always exciting. Big ships versus big ships fighting over a cap is always a fun thing to watch in this game.
Yeah, really great. Fog took the first cap this time. That is huge for them. They're going to get that early lead. You can see they're already up by about 12 points. That's really helpful for them. But TSF said may have just sacrificed it for the win because they're going to go cap A and C. There is not much to contest A right now from Fog's side. C, they could get in there, but it looks like they're not going to get there in time. So I think TSF is going to get both those caps uncontested for a while at least. But we do have, of course, the Cyclone coming in to change things up. So that might make things a little bit different. But really, really aggressive, as you said, man. Like everyone's spotted, at least on Fog's side, it seems like. And then they're seeing a bunch of Bismarcks, North Carolinas, Kutuzovs, all hanging out there from TSF. So this is going to be a brawl, as you said.
Now, really interesting too, and that's something I think I try to teach a lot of people is, did you see how fast B-Cap capped?
Yeah, that was super quick.
Super quick. So what that means one thing. That means there's more than one ship on there, and there's only one thing that could be capping that right now with the vision they had. So that means destroyers. So that means it was a perfect call to split up those DDs, because if they have two DDs going towards a cap, that means one's probably rolling with these squads that are these battleships. So if they see that capping that fast, you're good to split off a DD. You know, we got, let's see if I can switch over to Merrill's really quick. Merrill's kind of just dodging some planes. Looks like he might actually take, holy smokes, if he takes two, that's really, really, really bad. He's going to take one. Oh, he does take two. Merrill's is down. What a great drop. Downside of the Japanese line right now is they're really, really long ships. So really susceptible to taking extra torps from CV. So Merrill's, he can't push anywhere right now. He is down to 4,200 life. A fantastic drop by Shokaku. Shokaku going Hulk mode and freaking destroying him.
Yeah, if you check over to the southern side of B-Cap here, also the other carrier managed to land a torp on Bismarck. Not quite as much damage on that as landing two on a DD, but you're seeing two Bismarcks versus a North Carolina, a DD. There's a ton of fighting going on down at the C-Cap. This is going to be pretty crazy. You said you wanted to see some big ship action. I think this Bismarck is going to fight this other Bismarck with some secondaries in a few seconds. Fog cruiser Chikuma in the Bismarck for Fog there is taking a lot of damage. He's on fire. He's burning. He's taking shots from the DD. The other Bismarck is going to counter the corner from Snoop Duck if TSF decides to become aggressive. But it looks like Snoop Duck just holding his space right now and just waiting because they're just going to let him take damage. Rebel Knight coming out in the Benson, taking some damage though, trying to smoke up the Bismarck there to stop him taking damage, but he's going to take a lot of damage himself. Fog Cruiser Chikuma burning in at least two different places at 22k, 21k. He's, man, he's taking a lot of damage, though. Even though he's in smoke, he's still taking hits. TSF, as you said, doesn't matter if you're hiding. They'll still hit you in that smoke. They know exactly where you are. He's gone down to 16k, 15k. The Bismarck is still dying. It's kind of crazy. He may actually go down. They're actually, TSF is putting enough firepower on this Bismarck that he's actually, no, he finally repaired. Bismarck's coming out of the smoke, but he may get focused again. And now Avanti's just taking some shots as well.
Well, see, the downside for Chikuma is he is within range of Rhino still, who's on kind of on the top side smoke, and Fog Destroyer Shigeru is a nasty threat off top side. But Rhino is still in range of Fog Cruiser Shikuma, and they laid down that beautiful smoke for him.
Oh, the Torp's coming in.
Oh, Torp's coming in. Oh, gosh. If Rhino can get fire down on these guys, look at those perfect cross torps. Imagine if they stayed in that smoke. But they had to back out of that smoke. What were you going to do? You knew Torps were coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. And they had to get out of there. But it's just out of the frying pan into the fire because now Fog Cruiser Chikuma, who's trying to repair and get some health back, is just taking more fire. And that Bismarck on from Avanti is also taking damage as well. That's just a ton of damage and more torps coming in.
I want you to watch Chikuma's life here, Q.
Oh, no.
I think Chikuma will be the first death for Fog, not going very well. Where do you go? Where do you go in this situation?
Those torps might not even kill him. They might just firepower him down. Oh, come on. Can they run out of steam in time as well? That's his only hope right now. Otherwise, he's gone.
Oh, can he split that?
Mm.
Oh! Oh, with the 360 no scope! With the little spin move right there to end it out, taking out that last one, which actually, depending on how long torps these are, the breakdancing, okay, I was going to say the breakdancing could have potentially saved him, but goes down in style at least. Fog, Cruiser, Chikuma with nowhere to go. Avant trying to get some kind of angle to maybe get away, but where do you go with all those torps? Not only did it push them out of that smoke that was their safe haven, but completely gets cross-torp. They've lost B-cap and yeah, well, they've lost A-cap up top side, but not too much. Nurman, though, getting very, very low, kind of in the same situation without any support. Nurman trying to stay alive, but he's just getting rained down by those DDs. Benson's just so scary. They can just continuously do stuff.
The Cyclone is here, so they can try and just, you know, get out of line of sight and just break some of TSF's ability to try and destroy them. But right now, Nurman might go down. The Cyclone may help, but actually Fog is actually not in a terrible spot. They've got some space here. They own A. That's not going to be contested for a while. They got the Cruiser up there dealing with that. The Kutuzov's up there. They can hold B. They could take this back in a bit. If they can just take down Nurman, they're going to be in the point lead.
Wow, if Nurman survives this, though, what a massive loss for those guys. And as you can see, Frog Destroyer Shigeru not actually shooting Nurman. Down goes Nurman.
Oh,
that makes
there
more
he
sense.
goes.
But Snoop Duck doing a relatively aggressive push right here. I don't know if it's quite needed at this point in the game. He's actually going to split these torps. He's not going to take a single one. The sonar on the Bismarck is so nice, but he's pushing right into 2 DDs. It is the Shiratsu, and those torps are going to be spotted as well. But very, very aggressive. Like I said, I don't think it's quite needed right now. Ooh, unlucky on that strafe. I don't know if you saw that just in the air quickly, but
yeah,
he could have got three squads versus the one. And with the Bismarck, maybe he kind of held off on purpose then. But a Bismarck pushing in really aggressively right here could put both. I think there's 2 destroyers in that smoke right there, right? Could put...
No, actually, yes. Well, there's the Benson Turtle Power up north, and then there's SFE Sniper in the Shiratsu there, who's taking some fire. He's okay, though. He's got out there with about 9k hit points. He should be fine. He can still dump some torps, but he said the Bismarck's coming in trying to contest B, stop that point gain. But Fog has now taken the lead in the first time in all these games so far. So that's really great to see from Fog coming in. Now that they could just secure it and drop a ton of torps on Snoop Duck. I mean, this could be a moment where if Fog holds the line and they force TSF to come into them, they could do a ton of damage while just winning the game. So
there's the Shiratsu's wall of skill. They were spotted by the lone, and then there's that little strike from the CV.
Wow, the CV from Fog has been doing work this game.
Look at that. What an awesome drop.
Great job from the CV and from Rebel Knight on that Benson. Fog Cruiser Shikaku just doing a ton of damage this game. I wish we could see how much damage he did total. Fog Battleship Motto in that North Carolina, though, is moving up. He's on fire. He's got to deal with his own wall of torps coming in. You can see them all, but geez, that is hefty to try and dodge when you want to get back into the smoke, but you can't. So that Fog Battleship Motto is just going to take damage for quite some time. They are up by about 100 points. This will really hurt if Fog Battleship Yamato goes down, though.
Now Rhino's got to be really careful. He's 5 kilometers away.
Got spotted. Oh no! Did any of those shots land? I don't think they did.
He got 1 or 2, not too much. So he's actually going to get away unless he is going to be spotted by a CV plane. But all those torps are going to miss. Battleship Yamato is going to be safe. But right now, Fog is in a really, really good spot. They are up on caps. They're up on ships. Battleship Yamato, as long as he doesn't get completely punished, he's doing all right. And all of the TSF DDs are really low besides Wawings. Wawings maybe could be a little bit aggressive here and maybe get a couple spots, but Merrill's down to 4,200 since he's been at the start of the game, basically. Rhino's down to 3,800, got really lucky.
What is going on at CCAP, though? Do you see this Kutuzov fighting the Amagi face-to-face? What is going on here?
Let's see if we can get over there really quick, over to Pink Assassin. Pink Assassin does win this, but Pink Assassin kind of posted up, hanging near this, I don't know, doing a documentary on maybe ice caps melting or something. But
wants to go see all the penguins.
That's it right there. So Fog Destroyer Shigeru could easily get one shot, but he could put a massive amount of damage. Now, will that shot hit that? That's for a decent shot, but he's invisible now. He's hanging in that smoke. If he can do that with putting now
and he
Pink
just
Assassin
dropped torps. Great job, though, deploying that plane, though, right now. He's hopefully going to see those. Kutuzov is trying to deal with them. Shigura is trying to get out of there, but he's at 7K at this point. He took a lot of damage. Now he is definitely trying to get out. But again, the cross drop from the Shikaku, man, does a ton of damage to Pink Assassin. Now more torps are coming in. He just can't win. Man, MVP, though, this game. Hug carry Shikaku for sure.
It's not so much the massive amount of damage. It's the opportunistic damage. And right now, Pink Assassin luckily saved his repair, which I thought he blew early, but luckily saved it. But right now, Shigeru just absolutely doing an awesome job staying alive right now. I mean, how much life did Pink Assassin have? 50k plus. If Pink Assassin takes another fire, he's gonna most likely die. He'll get maybe one more repair in a little bit. Other than that, Kutuzov, what's his main job? Light fires and do a bunch of damage. And Pink Assassin, even if he gets the trade, that would be an amazing, and misses the shot at 7.5 kilometers. Pink Assassin could go down here. Shigeru might even not die if he survives this.
No way.
Pink Assassin's had enough. He's going broadside.
He's just gotta take him out. He's just going for the trade, and Moggy realizes that's all he can do.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, and he's gone. Oh man, Pink Assassin's gonna go down with nothing to show for it. Can he hit the blind shot?
You gotta get back over to BCAP.
Oh no!
There's so much going on. Rebel Knight taking a ton of damage, trying to hold off the cap. Tons of torpedoes coming in. A Kutuzov just trying to stop TSF from getting into that cap. Because look how the points. It's 940. If that guy had died, that would have been it. Fog would have taken their first round there. Fog just cannot lose anything right now, and there's so many torps coming in. That's why that battleship really had to back off there as well. If who was that again? That was I can't even remember.
Which one? The Pink Assassin that just died? Or
Pink Assassin who also went down. Oh man, he did go down. That's why it's so close. Oh no, Wawing's fan. He's spotted. He's got a torp coming in. Took a torp. There's a lot of DDs there to try and focus him down.
Just like that, down goes Wedding. They're going to get one more tick, and that's going to be a GG. Fog takes game 3. Nicely done.
Great job.
Pretty commanding, too.
It was always on a knife edge. I had no worries that at some point that could happen, and definitely great job to Fog. Great job to TSF, though, coming in there. But, man, you said talk about opportunistic damage. That Fog carrier Shikaku, just at any moment he could, just coming in with the side strafe to just make sure some torps landed on every run, it seemed like.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't end up getting the killing blow, but I think he basically did the lethal damage to both those guys and did a lot better plane-wise, too. We didn't see the 8,000 plane kills by Rhino this game, but Fog Carry doing a really good job, like I said, I think in both situations, doing, like, if he doesn't hit those 3 torps on Pink Assassin probably gets that kill and survives that. Now, do they go back and win the game? I don't think so, but I mean, just there hitting the Bismarck in the middle to take him out, really, really good showing by Fog Carrier Shikaku, kind of just controlling the air and really pumping out really good damage when he can, as well as hitting Merrill so early and kind of taking him out, taking a DD where he can't be pseudo-aggressive and push a little closer up. Really kind of hinders him. It's just like that Kutuzov in game 1. So really, really good job by Fog, pumping out that damage, getting the kills needed, and man, it was just who was it? It was who was the Kutuzov that just didn't want to die? Was it Genocide that just didn't want to die, or was it Fog Destroyer? No, it was the Fog Destroyer.
Yeah, I believe it was Fog Destroyer. He was just doing a great job, just not dying there, weaving back and forth, making sure. I mean, he got surprised by that Bismarck around the corners. That's pretty terrifying. But then sort of turned that into a win anyways when he managed to actually do enough damage to really push him back and eventually take him out. Then they were like 40 points away from winning. Another kill there on their was it finally on their destroyer there that they finally took out, or no, I can't remember what they took out. They took out I think the Kutuzov there, and that's just the end of the game. But really, really great job from Fog. TSF. They missed that strafe. I feel like they just didn't have the spotting they had in the first few games where, they could really be aggressive, take a ton of time to focus fire on different ships. But this time, Fog turned it around. They managed to come up to that B cap, seal up B, send a Kutuzov up to A to try and deal with the destroyer that was there in Merrill's. And obviously the carrier came in and helped as well, pushed him off. And then they just had the whole north side of the map. There was nothing they could do, or TSF, nothing they could do other than just push back in and try and retake it, which was, always on. You don't ever want to be the aggressor if you're running into a bunch of focused fire and crossfire from the enemy team. That's exactly where you do not want to be.